Greetings, fellow Poltermasters. Greetings, fellow Poltermasters. I am Crash Rousel, and it's once again time to crash the Skylanders with another episode of Second Chance. Episode 7 of this series. Right now, we are at a tie between the good and the bad of Skylands. Now, if you guys are wondering, what is Second Chance? Well, this is the 7th episode, so you got a lot of catch up to do, but if you guys noticed, most of you have probably discovered me from my top 10 least favorite Skylanders video. Well, I decided to give all 10 of them a second chance. Another chance to prove that they're worthy of my top spots, or, you know, not supposed to be on the list at all. So far, 3 of the 6 have made it. The other 3 faded off into insignificance? Obscurity? I don't really know what to call it. But right now, Sunburn, Drill Sergeant, and Whamshell in the last episode have all made it to the good list. But today, will one of these 4 join that list? So as always, I like getting your guys' hints towards this. And whenever it comes to certain Skylanders, you guys have your opinions on it and all that. But this time I decided to do something that was pretty interesting. As you guys know, the Giant Lock is currently going on right now. And Ninjini, unfortunately, was defeated. So of course I can just sit here and say, well, she lost the Giant Lock, that's it, she's terrible, to the bad section, see you never. But I can't do that. Because so many of you guys have told me that she's on the wrong upgrade path, or make sure she's fully upgraded, she's better that way. But the one thing I really got from that was the fact that multiple people said she's on the wrong upgrade path. And I said, are both good? So today I'm going to try something very differently. We're going to have 2 Ninjinis in play. So, there's 2 Ninjinis in this episode. This Ninjini is going to have the top path upgrade, and the Scarlet Ninjini is going to have the bottom path upgrade. So another thing with this, a lot of you guys may have already known this, but I prefer the Scarlet Ninjini over the regular Ninjini, which is weird because I like purple, but I think the Scarlet one looks a lot better. So in my opinion, this should have been Ninjini, and this one should have been Mystical Ninjini or something like that. I feel like this should have been the variant, and this should have been the real one, which right away doesn't make it look good, but I found something even more surprising in the game. So as I said earlier, I decided to have a regular Ninjini on the top path, and the Scarlet Ninjini on the bottom path. So what I also decided to do was I'm only going to use one set of abilities for both of the Ninjinis. So for the first Ninjini, I started off with her, and all I did was the Blade ability. The first thing I noticed in Trap Team was it was way faster. For some reason, I'd do a swing, and as soon as the second swing ended, she'd start up a second one. But that swing where you hold it down and then it hits multiple can do 400 damage. That is insanely strong. I was using that for most of this playthrough after. That's pretty much all I used was that. So it was good for taking out multiple enemies with the one big round swing, but that big swing was really good for bigger enemies, like the little machine bot that was there. So I kept doing that continuously the whole time, and I felt like she flew through the level because of it. She has for some reason in the later games, she's sped up. So looking at like Giants, for example, she's so slow, but in the new games, she's sped up. So I don't know why they did that. So then I switched over to Scarlet Ninjini, and I decided to use just the bottle form and the orbs. I can tell you I'm not very impressed by the orbs. They're still kind of lame, but after using them, like just doing the one single shot, not holding them down, I thought it was a really good ranged ability. Along with that bottle, though, is all I can say. Turning her into the bottle and using that smoke ability, and it stuns the enemies. And then you can just take them out super easy. They don't wake up. Like, I don't think I've ever fought the enemies in this little thing where I put them to sleep and they woke up after. I think I might have missed one because I never got to hit him in time. But then I just hit him again with the sleeping, and he did. He fell asleep. It was the weirdest thing, and it was so quick. I flew through all of them. Grenade was so quick with it too. Not just because she leveled up and took away half his health, but everyone was so easy. I just switched to bottle form, knocked out her minion guys, took them out with the bottle, then walked over, took out the tank, and then took a grenade. They were so quick. But I decided out of just general curiosity, I'm like, is it just my mind playing with me? Maybe when she's upgraded, she's faster. So I did switch over to Giants. So I went over to Giants and just played a random level, and her blades are slow. It's disappointing that in her game, she's so slow. And I know they're Giants, they're supposed to be big guys, and they're walking really slow. But their moves aren't supposed to be that slow. Like, for her to do a swoosh, swoosh, and then, like, wait a second, then do a swoosh. Like, at one point I got up to a door, and I went to break it down, and I missed it, and then I'm standing there pressing the X button to try to swing again, and she's like, okay, now I'll swing. And I'm like, okay, thanks for that, appreciate it. It was very disappointing that in her game, she's bad, but in the other game, she's good. It's literally that weird spectrum of positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative. And along with that, I absolutely adore Scarlet Ninjini over regular Ninjini, which sucks that I prefer a variant over the actual figurine, because that's what they were going for. So I don't really know what to say about it is the best way to describe it. The answer's probably going to be surprising if I like her or not. So after having all of that, looking into it, playing the game, playing 2 different games, playing 2 different Ninjinis with 2 different upgrade paths, it's insane to say that we have a first time for this series. Ninjini is a tie. So explain, how? How is it a tie, Crash? What are you talking about? How can this be a tie? Well, here's the biggest thing. First of all, as soon as I started, I always said she was slow in Giants. Giants is the game she comes from. Now, also along with that, I've said the Scarlet Ninjini is better than the original. That's another point added to the bag. But if you play with her in Trap Team, she's fine. She's quick, her moves are powerful, both upgrades are excellent, it doesn't matter which one you use. Her swings are faster, all of that, it's weird. But in Giants, she's slow, and that's her game, the game she came from. So in my opinion, if she came out in Trap Team or beyond, she'd probably be excellent. But in Giants, she's not good at all, and that's her game. She's representing the Magic Giants, and she's not that great with it, but further in the games, she's great. She's faster, she swings faster, all of her paths are great, and I mean that bottle ability when she can sleep, make all the enemies around her sleep, that's just overpowered. So, Ninjini and Scarlet Ninjini are both getting a tie. So since they're tied, they're going to stay right in the middle here. So, right now, it's 3.5 to 3.5, and we have 3 Skylanders left. So next month is another episode of Second Chance. One of these 3 is going to be viewed next, and maybe they'll end up good, maybe they'll end up bad, or who knows, maybe we'll have another tie. But that's up for you guys to figure out, well, up to me actually, for you guys to watch, for me to figure out next month. So, in a month's time, roughly, come back for another episode of Second Chance, this highly regarded, highly requested series, which you guys love, and I love doing, because it opened my eyes to all these Skylanders. But as always, actually no, before I continue, in the description, lots of good stuff. We got a Patreon. Come support me. Shout out to all my Patreons. Currently at this moment is Jap28, Duracell, and Rainstorm Riddles. Appreciate all of you guys. And a Discord where you can come chat with me, fellow SkyTubers like Strike Hero Camo, Frynut Gamer, and more to come. And fellow fans all about Skylanders. We found out about the mobile game news right away in that Discord, and we had a little chat about it. It was really cool. Along with that, there's Twitter, my personal email where you can email me all the time, ask me questions and all that, and many more. Plus, hopefully at this time, well, no, not yet. I'm working on an Instagram. So you guys are going to have an open Instagram. You guys can see thumbnails, pictures of everything. So, mostly YouTube stuff. But, come back next month for another episode of Second Chance. Or, subscribe and watch all my videos. They're pretty okay. But as always, I bid you farewell.